Hello, hello. So I just wanted to give you a quick walkthrough of what it looks like inside the Art of Collections. So you start by just logging in. Pretty simple here. After you purchase the program, you'll get info for how to log into to the program and the account. So yeah, this is what it looks like on the inside. So everything for the course is broken down into basically two chunks. We've got the course videos over here, and then we have the Cat Coke Collective. So this is the community component of the course. This is where all the conversations are happening. I'll walk you through these in a sec. But yeah, when you log in, you get the home feed. This is what it looks like. You'll see new work that's being posted, some new welcomes, pretty cool. But let's go ahead and start over here for the course videos. So this is the part of the class that has, yeah, just 7.5 hours worth of video content to help you get started. So it's all broken down into these distinct modules. First, just a quick welcome. Then we've got module 1, which is all about strategies and pitching. When you click into the course videos, you'll see the lessons over here, by the way. So basically what you do is you start at the beginning, the hello and welcome, and you kind of work your way through the course videos. When you purchase the Art of Collections, you have access to these videos. It's for life. It's lifetime access. So you can come back, watch any of these videos as much as you need to come back and reference. But yeah, the videos are broken down. Again, the hello and welcome. The first module is all about strategies and insights. It's breaking down what makes for a good collection, why collections are important, and then it ends with kind of a brainstorming lesson of a bunch of themes that sell really well in the art licensing world. Module 2 over here is basically me walking you through how to start a large collection entirely from scratch. So the example that I give in this module is me working on my African safari collection, which let's see if I have any images of that here. Nope, it's just talking head, but we'll get into that as well. So yeah, I walk through brainstorming, creating a visual map, thumbnail sketches, basically the whole kit and caboodle for all of the different components that go into, yeah, just starting a large collection from scratch. But then module 3 is basically about all the other types of collections that you can create. You know, large collection from scratch is certainly one idea, but you can also use old artwork into new collections. You can do a blended approach, new plus old artwork. Mini collections are really powerful as well. I talk through those in their own video. Creating a collection from one really big complex illustration, kind of pulling the pieces out of it and rearranging into patterns, spot illustrations, standalones. All of this is covered in module 3. Yeah, and then basically using strong sellers to influence new collections you're working on. This is a pretty good strategy when you're really trying to create artwork that's going to get licensed and sold. Why not use your best sellers as the starting point? It's a great technique. Okay, and then module 4 is all about presentation and pitching. So let's click into that one. And this is where we get into kind of the business meat of the whole program. So we talk about using the presentation templates, which again are a class download. By the way, I'll show you over here. All the class downloads are hosted over here on Dropbox. So there's a lot of freebies and a lot of resources that come along with this course, and they're all here. So when you sign up for the program, you get all of these examples, goal setting worksheets, pitch trackers, portfolio trackers, presentation templates. It's a lot of different things, swipe files. And then I actually teach you how to use these resources in the class videos themselves. So yeah, anyway, back to module 4. So we've got the templates, how to present your work. I talk about passive pitching, which is essentially how to basically make yourself really appealing, where if someone does come across you, they'll be more interested in licensing your work and working with you. So I talk about basically the steps that you can do to get yourself ready for exposure when it happens. You know, putting your email address on your socials, things like that. And then we go into proactive pitching as well, which is, yeah, again, a more proactive approach. This is learning how to send cold emails emails, the types of things you can say to stand out, be more enticing, and just walking you through the process of how that actually works. I talk about the discovery call, which is the first call that you have with a potential client. They're also called onboarding calls, and kind of walk you through what to expect. And then for a lot of these lessons, there's actually some resources that are associated with it. So for this one, for the discovery call, I have a checklist. It's over here. And what you do is you can download this and use this as reference. This is one of, I think this one is like a 4-pager. Yeah. Kind of as reference and help you as you're going through that first onboarding call. I go into contract negotiations. I've got a whole video on that. And then I also talk about what it's like working with an agency, which is what I have now. I have an agency that represents me, but I also did the first 4 years of my business completely with self-representation with no agency. So I talk about the differences there, pros, cons, that kind of thing. So yeah, as you work your way through the lessons, you can basically check them off as you go. But again, you have lifetime access to these. You can always come back if you need a quick refresher. Maybe you're about to negotiate your first deal, or you're going to be sending a cold pitch. You can come back and watch the lessons that pertain to whatever it is you're working on in your journey. So again, the course videos are just one component of the program. Let me go back. We also have the Cat Coke Collective. So this is the interactive community forum part of the program. And again, it's broken down into these different groups. So I'll walk you through real quick what those look like. The Say Hello space is welcoming new members, kind of getting to know where everybody's at, what their journeys are looking like, what their goals are, just getting to know each other. So Barbara just posted 6 hours ago. She's getting welcomed into the community, and you can kind of scroll through and see posts from everybody, see what they're working on, see what they're doing. We also have the monthly challenges space. So this is the really the actionable part of the program, of the community. So when you join the Art of Collections, you have access to the course videos, but then you also have these monthly challenges. And this is you working on building up your portfolio, working on your business steps. So I'll just show you a peek of what that looks like. So January's challenge. So this is what all of my students are working on right now this month. At the beginning of the month, I posted what the challenge is going to be. And so for January's challenge, I'll just show you a little sneak peek of what that design brief looks like. It's trend forward. So it's basically using trend forecasting to work on the designs that you're doing for that collection that month, so that it has more commercial appeal and more likely to get licensed and sold. So I put these briefs together at the beginning of each month to kind of help people learn what their monthly challenge is going to be and kind of guide them along the way strategically. But in addition to a collection challenge every month, we also have a business step. So let me scroll down a little bit and show you what January's looks like. January's business step was pitch your work. So we've been working up towards this since September when we kicked off. So we kind of have these incremental steps every month where do one small actionable to grow your business. So you're working on your collection for each month. Maybe it's a mini collection, maybe it's a large one, totally up to you in your own time. But then I also encourage you to do one incremental business step. And this is what I lay out as well. So I give you some pitching strategies, refer you to the lessons that you can go back and watch. We have some free resources. The Dreamiest Dream List was actually the business step from November, but the resources that can help you with that are the pitch tracker, portfolio, contract tracker, things like that. So again, it's all broken down into these bite-sized chunks. So every month you get a new brief giving you, again, what the collection challenge is going to be, and then what the business step is going to be. And I kind of break it down and, again, give you the rationale for it, point you in the right direction to kind of help you have a little bit of a head start so you're not starting from scratch. So every month the collection challenges get posted here. We had the December challenge challenge, which was drawing animals. Again, in the art licensing and surface pattern design world, animals are super, super on trend. So they're a great thing to have in your portfolio. The November challenge was illustrating food. Again, we are basing these challenges off of things that buyers and licensees are actively looking for. The October challenge was creating a seasonal collection. Again, staying on strategy. So I also have this space called the Final Collections Show and Tell. And this is where students post the final collections based off of these monthly challenges. So right here, we're getting, a really nice medley. A lot of animals, since some of these are from last month's animal challenge, which is pretty cool to see those all coming through. If I keep scrolling, I'll start to see the challenge that was before that one, which was sips and snacks, which was the food. So we had things like tea, cakes. Some of these got kind of turned into other themes. So even though Nino, created this full collection for her Sips and Snacks challenge, she made it be all about birthday. So she's really curating this for products that will get licensed and sold for this specific occasion. So I love how this one came together. Okay, so that's where the Final Collection Show and Tell lives. It's really cool to get to scroll through and see everybody's final pieces. Another component of the program are our monthly live calls. So we have a space for that as well. We've got our new members onboarding call coming up on Tuesday, and then we have our January big group call happening on Thursday. So all of the new calls get announced here. This is where, you can go RSVP to the calls, add them to your calendar, and then join the events once they're kicking off. And if you miss the calls live, totally understandable. We've got students from all over the world. We have a replay space. So this is where I post all of the replays from every call, mention some of the resources that were brought up on the call, just so they're all here in one place. And then I talk about some of the collections that I shared during the call. These calls are also where I do live critiques. So for example, on the January call, I reviewed 2 collections, Tanya's and Jennifer's. And so I got to pull up their collections while the call was happening and kind of talk through what was working well, what needs to be improved upon, answering their questions, things like that. So yeah, all of the previous calls all live here in this space for the replays. We also have a space called the Weekly Wins and Check-In, and this is where students get to kind of share what's going on with them this week, maybe some challenges they're facing, maybe something that they want to celebrate or share with us. So it's a really cool space to kind of get to see where everybody's at for that month or that week and what they're working on. So it's fun to kind of scroll through and see where everybody's at. We also have an Ask a Question space. And so this is where we're having conversations about really specific things, a pitching email, maybe dealing with creative block, licensing and copyrights for different colorways, just random things that always come up in this industry of art licensing, surface pattern design. And this is where you can post your questions and get them answered by me and by the rest of our community. So one thing that really makes this whole community special is this idea of reciprocity, where it's not just me, being the guru for every little thing. It's all of us coming together and really just pooling our collective knowledge into, helping each other out and really helping each other rise. So this Ask a Question space just really, really blew up over the last few months. So what I did is I added some of these categories over here. So maybe you have a question about licensing, you can sort through and then see all of the other questions that have gotten asked and see what the answers are as well. So it's a pretty helpful space. We also have a space to apply for peer feedback. So this is where you can upload the designs, the works in progress you're working on, the collections, and see what everybody thinks. You can ask specific questions and really just get feedback from your peers, maybe what's working, what's not working, that kind of thing. So this is a really helpful space where everyone, again, just really comes together and helps each other out. You also have an opportunity to apply for my feedback. So I've got a form here where you can go through, apply for my feedback, and I choose people. It's not guaranteed, so I don't want you to kind of get your hopes up thinking that this is definitely going to happen, but I do get through as many as possible. So I record exactly what this is right here, a Loom video. I record them in my own time, and then I post them to this space to give feedback on students' work. So an example of what that looks like is just linking to a video. This is Katie's for her retro refreshments collection from last month, which was really cool. And then, yeah, you can click play, and all of these feedback videos, they're for everyone to watch. So this is really an opportunity for everybody to learn from everyone else's critiques. So, you know, I know it can be kind of nerve-wracking to put your stuff out there, and it's vulnerable, right, to ask for a critique, but we're all here to grow and learn together. And so I'm really encouraging my students to you know, just get over that fear of you know, eyes on your artwork and potential critiques, feedback, and it's been a really supportive space for that. So all of the videos are getting uploaded here. I actually posted Jennifer's to YouTube a couple days ago, so thank you, Jennifer, for giving me permission for that. So you can always check out, if you want to see what an actual feedback video looks like, you can watch it on YouTube, and I'll provide a link to that as well. For these feedback videos, by the way, I always put them at like 2x speed because I talk slowly, so that can be really helpful. All right. We also have a space for sharing resources with each other. This, again, is all of the class downloads you get when you join the program, but we also have just FYIs, like things that are going on, trend reports that are getting posted, brands that are accepting artist submissions, and we're really just, again, trying to help each other out and provide just cool resources that we think might be helpful for the community. So these are all just different students posting things that they found online, things that they think could be really helpful for everyone else that might be struggling with that kind of thing. We have a Meet and Mingle space, which is actually one of our new spaces. So one of our students, Taryn, came up with this idea to, she wanted to have more touch points with her fellow Cat Coke Collective members. And so she asked if there could be a space for study groups. And so we have this space here where students get to self-organize, put together Zoom calls. Karen has been really wonderful with that, kind of inviting people to her Zoom room, and really like fun get-togethers. Oh, and I was in Kansas City last month for the holidays, so I got to meet up with some of our students that are based out of Kansas City, which was super fun. So yeah, the Meet and Mingle space is where people can come together and have these informal get-togethers with the members of the community. We have a space here just sharing social handles so we can all be sure to follow each other, join each other's email newsletters, see each other's websites, that kind of thing. So it's been fun to get to follow everybody and see what they're working on. There's a suggestions box as well. Again, I always want to make sure that I'm hearing, the thoughts from my members of the community and make sure that I'm getting all of their questions answered and nobody's getting left behind. So we have a nice spot for that. All right, well, that is, in a nutshell, what the community looks like on the inside, the Cat Coke Collective, and what the course videos look like. So this is, again, just the whole program broken down into, I feel like, a pretty organized way. All right, well, I think that is probably enough of a walkthrough. My goal was under 20 minutes, and I'm at 18:26, so I'm doing pretty good. If you have any questions, please let me know. But I'm really excited to welcome this new group of students into the community. So let me know if you have any questions, and take care.